Hello YouTube, we're on the Real Programming channel. I'm its host, my name is Andrei. I greet you, welcome on my channel. This is our free lesson, it's about HTML and PHP MySqL. And we will talk about use PHP to access the form data. Okay, so Owen needs a PHP script that can get the alien abduction form information to him more reliably than the mailto technical. Let's create it. Don't worry about understand everything yet. We'll get to that. Let's look on our code in Sublime Text. PHP scripts often start out looking like HTML web pages. It's perfectly normal for a PHP script to include regular HTML text and attributes. This entire block of script code is PHP. The rest of the script is normal HTML. Here's where things get interesting, and this is the beginning of the actual PHP code. This chunk of PHP code grabs the form data so that it can be displayed as part of a confirmation page. Here we use PHP to generate HTML code from the form data. Just like a normal web page, this PHP script finishes up by closing out open HTML text. Test drive. Change Owen's form to use a PHP script exercise and script to process the form data. Create a new text file we call report PHP and enter all of the code on the facing page. This is script that will process Owen's web form. And note, remember this please, you'll find all the code and materials of this lesson under this video in the description link to Google Drive. And okay, the PHP script isn't connected to the form yet, so open the report HTML page in a text editor and change the form action to report PHP instead of mailto. Open the report HTML page in a web browser, enter some alien abduction information in the form and click report abduction. Depending on your browser, you may see a web page with some where text in it, or possibly just the PHP source code for the report PHP script. Do you think this is how the PHP script is supposed to work? Write down why or why not and what do you think is going on. PHP scripts must live on a server. Unless you happen to have a web server running on your local computer, the report PHP script can't run when you submit the report and an abduction form. Remember, PHP is a programming language and it needs an environment to run in. This environment is this web server with PHP support, PHP scripts and web pages that rely on the scripts must be placed on the real web server, as opposed to just opening a script directly from a local file system. If you do have a web server installed locally and it has PHP support, then you can test out PHP scripts directly on your local computer. Unlike HTML web pages, which can be opened locally in web browsers, PHP scripts must always be opened toward a URL from a web server. Web browsers know nothing about PHP and therefore have no ability to run PHP scripts. This PHP script is just a bunch of meaningless code to the web browsers. The web server understands this PHP code and runs the script. A quick way to tell if a web page is being delivered by a web server is to look for the URL starting with HTTP. Web pages append as local files always start with file. Web server with PHP support are equipped to run PHP scripts and turn them into HTML web pages that browsers can understand. PHP scripts must be run on a web server or they won't work. and get your PHP scripts to the server. It's perfectly fine to create and edit PHP scripts on your local computer, but you need to put the files on the web server to run them. PHP files are often placed alongside HTML files on the web server. There is nothing magical about putting PHP scripts on a web server. Just upload them to a place where your web pages can access them. Uploading files to a web servers requires the help of a utility such as an FTP file transfer protocol utility. There is usually one folder on the web server where most, if not all, web files are stored. Most PHP scripts appear alongside other files in the same folder on the web server. Images are sometimes stored in their own folder on the web server for organizational reasons, but not in this case. Uploading your PHP scripts to a web server isn't enough. That web server must also have PHP installed on it. Some web servers include PHP by default, some don't. There are no dumb questions. How do I know if my web server has PHP installed? You could ask your web administrator, a web hosting company, or you could just perform a little test yourself. Create a text file called test.php and enter the following code into it. This code asks PHP to display information about itself. Okay, this is our code. And now upload test.php to your web server and then enter its URL into a web browser. If PHP is installed on your server, you'll see lots of detailed information about PHP, including its version. Bingo! Remember to delete PHP info and brackets scripts when you're done, so no one else can see it. Relax, if you don't have PHP installed on your web server, check out appendix and on this video. You'll find an instruction here where getting PHP up and running on your web server. Test drive. Upload the report and abduction files to a web server and try out the form again. Upload report HTML and report PHP, style CSS and func a web server that has PHP installed. Enter the URL of the report HTML page into your browsers. Fill out the form with alien abduction information and click the report abduction button. The PHP script works. It displays form data in a confirmation web page. And cool. Now you just need to add some PHP to take care of mailing the form data. That's right, the report PHP script still missing code to email the alien abduction data to Owen. But that's not the problem, because PHP offers a function, a pre-built chunk of reusable code that you can use to send email messages. You just need to figure out what the mail message needs to say and then use PHP to create and send it. Timeout. We don't even know how the original report PHP script works, and now we're charging ahead into sending emails. This is like majorly over meaning hello. It's true. Doing more with PHP requires knowing more about PHP. So in order to add email functionality to Owen's report PHP script, you're going to have to dig a little deeper into PHP and get a solid handle on how the script works up to this point. And this server turns PHP into HTML. We will talk about this in the next lesson, and on this our free lesson about the PHP MySqL is over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please put likes, share with friends and comment. Remember this. And meditate, do exercise, drink more water for the brains and eat fruit. Okay, thank you, bye.